Okay, this lady is actually screaming that she's being discriminated against.
I should be discriminated against. Okay. Yeah, because I'm not someone's therapist. Okay. For someone in this community who doesn't want to be discriminated against, or you have a real way of making someone try to feel bad, huh? You want to discriminate against me and name call me? You want to name call me? You want to name call me and discriminate against me? Right? Honey, but I can video it too. So I'm going to video it too. Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep videoing. Keep videoing. Because I can video you too. You don't want to be videoed? Oh, you don't want to be on TV? No? No? Okay. I don't know what you think you're videoing, lady. I don't know what you think you're videoing. I was just discriminated against by 2 black women. Yes, I was. And you being a white woman, you literally thinking that that's okay. You standing there with your baby thinking that's okay. I don't know what you're videoing. But your child is stealing.
She's not.
Yeah, I don't think you paid for that.
Ridiculous.
And I can video you too, lady.
Please
and I can video you too.
Please
Why don't you go home to your husband who's cheating on you? Why don't you go home because here, I'll just videotape your child.
Okay. You're a psycho. Like, you need help. Do you need me to call 911?
And I'm just going to videotape you and your kid.
Threatening people?
I'm videotaping everybody.
Because you voted for Trump. People are
I
discriminating
did vote for
against
Trump.
you.
I did vote for Trump. Yes, I did. And
Why
you have a
does that
problem with
matter? Why
The
does
last
that
person
matter?
who said out loud they voted for Trump got beat up. So what? You're all going to beat me up? Too bad. What are you going to do about
Nobody
it?
cares.
What are you going to do about it?
Nobody
No, you all
cares.
have a problem with it.
Nobody cares.
You care.
No.
Then why are you still here videotaping me?
I care because you're mistreating
Why
these
are you
people.
still videotaping? I didn't mistreat anyone, and you heard none of our
I was in
conversation,
the store the whole
lady.
time.
I told you to walk ahead of me, and you did. And you're a liar. And you're a liar. Go home to your pathetic life. Go home. Go home to your husband. Oh.
You're so ridiculous.
Oh. Oh. Is that not possible? Can you not go home, or why do you have to stand here? The police are. No, I'm not going to stop. No one said the fact that your father died has nothing. Because you're a liar. Because you're a liar. Because you're a liar. I don't care. I'm a consumer. I am a customer. I am a consumer. Oh, I am. And guess what? Your corporate is going to have a shit show. You think I'm going to tell you my name, lady? I am making a report against you. You discriminated against me twice. Twice I was discriminated against.
Ma'am, I have not discriminated.
Twice, yes you did. You refused to ring me up. I am a paying customer. I refuse. You cannot. You're
talk like that.
Oh, yes I can.
Around.
When I asked for my things to be bagged, and I don't care about the size of the bag, this other woman makes a big deal about it coming around. I told you, she's screaming at me from across the store. Screaming at me. And I said I want to speak to a manager.
And I came up to try to help you.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
No, you didn't.
Ma'am, this has
no,
to
you
stop.
didn't. And it's all on. You think you have your camera and your camera?
Surveillance.
I know,
You
and
have
you'll
not
see,
come back
and
to our
everyone will
store.
see that I did nothing to you. I did absolutely nothing to you, but say
ma'am,
I didn't mention bags. I
I've not
wanted my
done
shit
anything.
bags and I wanted to go.
I've not done anything to you. I just asked you to not talk like this.
And you're not my mother, and I will do whatever I want to do.
There are children around.
And I didn't do anything in front of children.
Ma'am,
This woman is choosing to stand
you
here.
have been doing this the
I
whole
have been
time.
discriminated against twice by you.
You have not been
Yes,
discriminated
I have.
against. No, ma'am.
Yes, I have.
No,
Twice.
ma'am. No.
Twice. This
Ma'am,
woman came
I said
around
you
and
have to calm
screamed at
down.
me from across the
I
goddamn
said,
store like an
ma'am,
animal.
Please stop swearing.
An animal.
Please
Animal.
stop.
You screamed at me from across the store like you were in your own living room. You're an animal. I asked for you to control your employee from screaming at me about bags.
Actually, you just wanted me to
No, no. I said I don't appreciate her
And I asked you
screaming
how
at
you
me
did. How was your
across
day?
the store.
I said, how was your day?
Screaming at me like I'm her friend. I am a paying customer. I am not someone off the street that I'm going to be treated like that when I'm going to be giving my money to this company. And I told you as the manager to tell her to stop screaming at me, and you refused to tell her to stop screaming at me.
Ma'am, I did not.
Yes, you did.
Say
Yes,
stop
you
screaming.
goddamn
Will you
did. And
please
it's on the
stop?
camera.
It is not.
And it's on the camera. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I know who your general manager is, and Michaels is going to hear about this first thing Friday
Yes,
morning.
they're hearing about it right now.
Oh, I can't wait, because you refused to reprimand your employee who was screaming at me like she's out on the streets.
Is that
I'm
what
going
you
to be
think?
screamed at as a customer.
Is that what you think?
No, actually, that's what the cameras caught, and that's what everyone's going to see on Friday. That's what everyone's going to try to force me to buy bags. Telling me
We're not forcing you.
No one has said a word about bags.
No, she just wanted to let you know
And I
that
told
we
her
didn't
that
have
I was,
large enough
and I told her,
bags. She said,
No,
we don't
no,
have large
no.
enough bags.
ma'am,
I heard
no. No one cares. I'm shopped here every day.
We just
I know
wanted
what
to
size
let
bag you
know.
have.
And you told me you didn't want to buy it then.
I said, if you don't have a large enough bag, can I put this aside?
And I said no.
And I
because
said,
we're not
okay,
allowed
just
to.
bring it up.
And I started to.
And then you said, ma'am, we're all human. You're not going to give me some sort of liberal lecture about who's a human.
not
Your job
liberal.
is to ring people up and tell them to have a nice day.
liberal have to
You
do
are
with
not
what
going to
we're
give me a
talking
psychology lesson. You are not going to tell me who I can vote for and who I can't vote for.
I had nothing to do
Yeah,
with
you did. Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You voted for Trump. Yes,
No, you
did.
announced that to the
Yes, you
store.
did. Yes, you did. And then you mumbled about who I voted for.
No, actually, I didn't.
No, she
Actually, yes, you
didn't.
did, and I was standing right there.
No,
And I
she
was
didn't.
standing right there. Oh, was it you?
No.
It wasn't you.
Because I had already walked away.
Because you refused to reprimand your employee who was inappropriately screaming at me.
You're screaming that you're being discriminated by African
I am
American
being
employees.
discriminated. Yes, I was, and twice I was.
You stood in the
Prove
middle
that I
of the
wasn't,
store.
and you
I
can
was
prove that I
standing right
wasn't.
here.
You were standing over here. You weren't standing by me, lady.
When you were
go
talking
home to your
over there?
husband. Just go home. Go home. What?
You need
go
help.
home.
Like, you need help.
Go home. No, you need help, lady. I'm not going to be discriminated against.
Like, you stood in
I
the
already
store.
called the police, guy.
also did too.
Yeah.
I already called the police twice. And who died, lady? Who died? That you're this big sob story. Everyone should know before she rings you up. Before
Yeah,
she
we
rings
don't
you up,
care.
everyone should know
We
that
don't
her
care.
father died. Because I should know that about you. Right? I should know that about you. You lying piece of shit. You're a liar.
Is that your baby's butt?
That's hers, the other.
Okay. This right
You're a
here?
goddamn liar.
That's hers. Thank you.
That's not yours right there, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I'm not getting close to her, though. She's crazy.
Goddamn liar.
I literally
Where is
said,
the police? I called the police.
I said, you don't know. What if my father died? Like, I've been
I'm so
working
sorry.
the whole day. And I'm just, we're all human. We make
Two African
I'm so
Americans.
sorry. Could I give you a
A
hug?
bunch of different people who have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. Two black women will not ring me up because of I don't even know why.
Sorry, this shaking is because my hands are shaking,
Put
guys.
my stuff down and said that she wasn't ringing me up. I'm not saying that out loud. There's gonna be a lawsuit so big, so big, so big. Lawsuit so big.
No. Like, 7 different people probably called the cops already, and they haven't shown up yet.
Yeah, I need that you guys to see on the phone. I'm being ganged up against by a bunch of people, and I'm being ganged up against by a bunch of people. This woman will not stop videotaping me. She's standing here like a creep. She's followed me around the store as it is. She won't stop videotaping me. The whole camera inside captured everything that happened. I was discriminated against twice by 2 black women screaming at me across the store because I refused to buy one of the Michaels bags and I wanted a paper bag instead. Telling me that they can't help me and refusing to ring me up because they wanted to sell me a bag, and I said, I'm not buying the bag. I said, just ring it up and put it in a paper bag.
Yeah, yeah.
And she threw my stuff on the counter and screamed that her father died and walked away and said, no one's ready to go. Now I have things that I have divided.
They need to call an ambulance.
Completely out of
To go
control.
before she hurts
Everyone's
somebody.
mouths are out of control, and everyone thinks that they know what they're talking about. And
I mean, I feel sorry for her because there's something wrong with her.
I'm the one who experienced it, not anybody else. For what reason? I'm the one who experienced it.
She's a human being.
What have you learned from this experience? You don't think that anything short of an apology?
No, absolutely not.
Jennifer Boyle is the lady who was caught on video blessing out a Michael's craft store employee and a Pete's Cafe employee, and she's actually doing an interview here for Chicago NBC. So just watch; it's pretty good.
NBC5's Usher Qureshi sat down with her and joins us now with the exclusive interview. Usher.
Rob, shortly after the Michaels video was posted online, the woman at the center of it was attacked on social media. She was called racist and unhinged. Tonight, what she says about the video that made her infamous. Tell me, how did the situation escalate to the point that we saw on the video?
As I was in line, I wasn't sure about what I wanted to continue. There was some wrapping paper next to the checkouts, and I let the woman who ended up videotaping me go ahead of me.
I have a problem with it.
Nobody cares.
You care.
No.
Then why are you still here videotaping me?
I care because you're mistreating
Why
these
are you still
people.
videotaping?
And as soon as the next cashier opened up, I walked up and started putting my things onto the counter. Without greeting me or saying anything to me, the cashier started telling me, no, 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 I don't have bags to put your things in. And I was kind of confused, and I had told her, you know, there are brown paper bags behind you. I shop here all the time, and I'm completely comfortable with the brown paper bags. That's fine. We can make it work. And she started telling me, no, you don't understand. I can't check you out. You need to buy the reusable bags. And I told her that I wasn't interested in buying the reusable bags. And so she walked out from behind the counter, went over to across the store where the reusable bags were hanging, and started screaming at me that she would not be able to check me out until I went and bought these bags, and started holding up the bags and screaming at me.
This woman came around and screamed at me from across the goddamn store like an animal.
You know, I was very confused as to why this was happening and why she was screaming at me and I was being treated that way. And I had asked her to stop screaming at me and that I was not interested in buying the bags and that I just wanted to check out and be able to leave. She walked back around the counter and said, oh no, I am not checking this woman out. Get someone else to do it. And just walked away. And the manager came over. I started to try to explain to her what was happening. And I said, I really don't appreciate, you know, this employee yelling at me. I shop here all the time. I'm fine with the brown paper bags. I just want to buy my things and leave. And she told me that that even though I voted for Trump, I needed to understand that everyone was human. And because of those two things, I had to leave the store. I was no longer welcome there.
Because later on in the video, you do mention voting for Trump. What was the point you were trying to make?
And I voted for Trump, so there. But you want to kick me out because of that? And look who won. And look who won. And look who won.
My perception of what was happening after she told me to leave was that I was being discriminated against, not only based on, you know, not wanting to buy reusable bags, which I have the right to refuse to buy, but also the fact that she brought up my political affiliation, who I voted for, who she assumed I voted for, without knowing anything about me.
But she guessed right.
Yes.
So you voted for Trump, and then once she said that to you, you're saying that's when you did acknowledge that you voted for Trump.
Right. And, well, after... After she told me those things, she threw my things on the ground off the counter and said that her father had died, and she stormed off and kept screaming, you know, from across the store. And this man behind me started telling me to shut the F up, and that Trump was going to grab my PUSSY.
I think we got a show. Oh yeah, we got a show. We definitely got a show. Oh yeah, there's a show.
On her very heavily. In fact, I took her out furniture shopping. She wanted to get some furniture. I said, I'll show you where they have some nice furniture.
It made me very uncomfortable. They didn't ask him to leave. I had left the store after I was told to leave. And what you don't see on the edited video is, I was physically out of the store, and this woman had been videotaping me.
And you're a liar. Go home to your pathetic life. Go home. Go home to your husband. Oh.
You're so ridiculous.
Oh. Oh.
The reason that I said that, yes, I voted for Trump was the frustration of why am I being treated differently and being asked to leave because of that. I had not witnessed any other person that was in line before me or behind me get treated that way.
So did you feel ganged up upon?
I did, yes.
So why not leave? Why not get out of the situation?
I think that would have been the right thing to do, to just be above reproach when people are attacking you. And
so do you think you overreacted in the video?
I do not, no.
After this incident, a few days later, another video surfaced, though, at Pete's Coffee.
Bitch. You're the bitch. You are the bitch. You are literally the bitch.
Where you were engaged in a heated discussion with an employee there. When people see those two videos together, they see a pattern. Do you think that you have an issue with dealing with your anger?
I do not believe that I have an issue dealing with my anger. Again, taking the high road and walking away from situations in that matter, what people don't know is what was said to me in Pete's. I had asked to speak with a manager because the day before there was a little bit of a disturbance that really concerned me with how I was treated by one of the employees. And I really just wanted to clear up any confusion there was on their end about that incident, about what happened the day before, because I frequent there a lot. I am a frequent consumer of Pete's and spent a lot of money there, so I just wanted to make sure that the manager understood the entire situation. And after I ordered my coffee and paid for it, I just said, hey, I wanted to talk with you about something that happened yesterday with one of your employees. And he said, oh no, I know who you are. You're the basic white from yesterday, and you're not welcome here.
Now, as a result of these two videos, as you mentioned, you've received a lot of hate mail. You've been vilified on social media. People have called you racist, homophobic, unhinged. What's your response to these things?
My response to all of those accusations is that they're completely false, that there's not one bone in my body that is racist or homophobic. My personal information has been posted all over the internet and social media, and because of that, I have gotten threatening phone calls with death threats. I have gotten emails threatening my life, harassment, bullying, and people have shown up at my apartment ringing my buzzer, screaming outside, leaving out Pete's coffee cups and Michael's bags out in front of my building. There was also vandalism done that was categorized as a hate crime on the property of the building of where I live. I was also refused a gym membership at the Lakeview Athletic Club and Lincoln Park Athletic Club, them claiming that I was racist and homophobic.
Are you sorry for calling the Michaels employee an animal?
So, I didn't actually call her an animal. I said that she was screaming at me like an animal.
You screamed at me from across the store like you were in your own living room. You're an animal.
You don't think that anything short of an apology?
No, absolutely not. The facts of the matter is that this was a customer service issue and this had nothing to do with race, and I am not a racist. My number one priority is my safety, and again, anyone who is going to be threatening me, who does any type of harm to me, will be arrested and they'll have to face criminal charges.
My message to people is, back off, stop. She doesn't need this, and she's not a symbol of anything. She's a human being.
What have you learned from this experience?
I've learned to This has been a very scary experience, and I've learned that a lot of people are going to have their opinions and they're going to say what they want to say. We all have that freedom. And I also learned that there are going to be people who are going to understand both sides of the story, and they're going to have compassion and empathy and understand that everyone makes mistakes and everyone is human. I'm not a punching bag for anybody, and I won't be a punching bag for anybody to take out their frustrations.
Why don't you go home to your husband who's cheating on you? Why don't you go home, because you're... Here, I'll just videotape your file.
You're fired.